As you can see, our kits are in their grass pen, having a feed of luscious spring grass. They are 7 weeks old today, totally weaned and just starting to silver up. You may see the odd silver hair on their body. Their whiskers are silvering. Each of them has a slight moustache, like they've been in the powdered sugar. And some of them are getting silvering on their eyelashes, around their eyes, and under their chins. Eventually the silvering will cover their body so that they'll have the slate colour underneath, and the silvering will be on the rest of their hairs. In the middle of their pen I've got a piece of water pipe that I managed to liberate from a road gang that were going to throw it in a skip. It's perfect for rabbits. They can chew on it, but it's very difficult for them to eat. It's a great size for them to hide in, so that they are practicing normal rabbit behaviour. And these guys certainly do exhibit a lot of normal rabbit behaviours. You can see the one sniffing the tunnel there, checking it out, periscoping just to see that there's nothing that can harm them. They're always on the lookout. We have quite a bit of heavy traffic going past, and whenever a truck is coming along there's a slight earthquake each time which sets them off. You can see there the one that's closest to the camera has silvering on its feet, on its paws. Looks like it's been walking through the powdered sugar. A few silver hairs on its body. They just love to play. I'm sure their mother was very relieved when they were put into their grow-out cages. These kits can be rehomed after 8 weeks. I prefer to keep them a little bit longer so that they can silver up a little more. Then I can check which are going to be the best ones for breeding purposes so that I can keep the lines as clean as possible. And with Enderbys you can't always tell until they have silvered up completely what they're going to be like. Well, Rosie, my Flemish giant, has just come over to investigate. She's the boss of the backyard. No doubt she'll be coming over to talk to these little bunnies, teach them a few new tricks. No, she's decided that there's some better grass over the other side. Oh, here she comes. She has decided to come and visit with our babies. She can be quite territorial, so I do have to watch that she doesn't bite them. Quite interesting watching the body language of the smaller rabbits when they meet the dominant rabbit. They've met Rosie before, so they're very aware of her teeth. But I still do need to be careful. Lots of normal rabbit behaviour going on. Even at 7 weeks, these kits know how to show their displeasure. They're investigating everything around them. Rosie, you be nice. Even though she's trying to give them a little bit of a nip. She's not being overly aggressive. Her body language is telling them that she's the boss. You may spot a little bit of silver on each of the kits. They all have ID rings. They're all registered with the Rabbit Council of New Zealand, which is affiliated to the British Rabbit Council. Those ID rings are brilliant because when you've got 4 black rabbits that all look the same, it can be incredibly confusing. You be gentle, Rosie. If she was being aggressive with them, there'd be blood by now. This is just reminding them that she's the boss. And teaching them a little bit of rabbit etiquette. That noise in the background is my chicken eating her lunch. So if you wonder what that was. This is the second litter that these parents have had. The first litter was triplets, 3 lovely little doe kits. I've kept one for breeding, and the other 2 have been rehomed. Spreads the genetic resource that we have in them around a little, because with RCD or calicivirus, if my rabbitry were hit, there's a chance it could wipe out the lot of them. And with so few left in the world, it's important that we do keep these numbers going.